Good day everyone. I am Jobit Komla. Will discuss the Magon-Bucan River Watershed. The Magon-Bucan River Watershed is a small-scale watershed comprising the municipality of MacArthur, La Paz, and Javier Leyte. It covers up to 4,500 hectares, more or less a piece of land, and it has an 80% of humidity, average temperature of 28.97 degrees Celsius, and precipitation of 18.24 millimeters. This river watershed composed of two major dams, namely the Baliri South River Irrigation System and the Tinawan-Baliri Dam. It has its own water reservoir mainly held by the water district called the Makwas and the Bitu Lake located in Barangay Villa Imelda, known for its aquaculture activities. It is also composed of a long river called the Bitu River that ranges from the mountain of MacArthur and La Paz. It flows to the lowlands of MacArthur and Javier Leyte, specifically the barangay Inayupan. It is also composed of vast vegetation, home for 1,000 species of both flora and fauna. Also, it has its agricultural composition of rice field and bananas that help the farmers financially and livelihood support. In addition, it has also enriched in biodiversity, home for thousands of species of plants and animals. It has also a beautiful landscapes and landforms that gives view of the magnificent creation of the nature, making it a good site for hiking and trekking. Its major functions. First, provide the quality of water. This water supports almost all the barangays of MacArthur Leyte. Provides a potable water, safe for drinking. Second, provides livelihood like selling abaca. And finally, gives rise to the agricultural irrigation to some towns. A good habitat for species diversity. Source of construction materials, specifically the gravels and sands, provides recreation, providing an aesthetic view and fresh air. Provides food like hunting for fishes, birds, and rice grains. It also provides for raw materials like timber and non-timber products. Though it has a number of functions, but in the present, it acquired many problems. One of the best example is the scarcity of water in Barangay Santa Isabel. They created a water tank just for the water supply with the help of the Red Cross Foundation. This scarcity of water is traced back for about four decades ago. According to a resident, namely Kuya Silvio, he said that during in his child days, the community already suffers the scarcity of water towards them. That's why in 2017, the Red Cross Foundation lent them a help in building a tank reservoir. And until in this time, the reservoir is still useful and the maintenance is still on its optimized care. Such conditions will make us realize that there are still communities out there that are still facing the necessity for water, and thus, we must be thankful that there are non-government agencies that are willing to help, like Red Cross. Like the Barangay Santa Isabel, the Barangay Batog also faced the scarcity of water until to the present. According to a barangay kagawad, Mr. Pisidas, the water scarcity in their community can be traced back from 1960s, from the time they get their water from what they called as tumbod. But on 2013, they established a water reservoir similar to Santa Isabel, but not sustainable enough due to the combustion of water pumps and high electric bills, making it a hard times for the people in the community to gain water supply for their daily needs. Unto the present, they are still planning in creating a more sustainable solutions for the water supply. The third is the loss of animal habitat. Similar interviewee, Mr. Pisidas, he said that during in his elementary days in their town, it is known to have the monkey and the eagle. But due to the hunting for food, these fauna species immigrate to other places for safety. and thus the growth of population will always be directly affect the extraction of resources, making it one of the threat of a watershed. Fourth, fast sedimentation. Due to quarrying in watershed rivers, overexploitation of sand and gravel, and cutting of wood, the sediments are easily transported through the flowing river. For the last 10 years, I myself is a witness of how the river that I will swim in almost every month had already little by little have been polluted and be gone. Though the changes is constant, but the idea of change in the bad side of these rivers will give loss for the future. The fifth is the inappropriate irrigation system. According to Honorable Pisidas, he says that a culvert on the right side is made to support the water supply in the neighboring rice field. But it is not sustainable to the present since the culvert is much higher over the river, making it useless. In addition, he said that the expectation of the use of culvert were not met as the long-term solution for the irrigation system. Lastly, the pollution. In the watershed channels, garbage are thrown away by some members of the community. In the long run, it will cause harmful effect in the fishes and may lead this garbage to open sea, making it now a marine hazard. And thus, this trend of the bad habit of the community will always be the main problem of why pollution is growing. In Magon-Bucan River watershed, the strategies used was first, creating a new reservoir. The municipality water district creates a new reservoir to an optimized support for water across the all barangays in the municipality. With the creation of new reservoir, this will help the community in the barangay to attain still a water supply even though there is a change in the main reservoir. This newly created reservoir of Makwas will be an alternative storage for water so that the water will not stop even though the problem happened. The second strategy or the solution is creating walls along the river. The walls will lessen the fast erosion, helping the scope for conserving the near agricultural lands, and thus it is a saving gear for every large unit of piece of land and minimizing the sedimentation or erosion in the watershed. Due to the decreased number of the native deer and also the increasing number of burning of vegetation, the municipality imposed an environmental policy in order that the treated animals like native deer and the burning of vegetation is now prohibited by the municipality, and anyone will be caught will be subjected to legal case and penalty. Fourth is the closing of the mining company. Due to the petition of the near community, the mining company were investigated and was proven guilty for making it to be closed. It is because the people believe that the mining company has already damaged the agricultural cycle and they are afraid that the sinkholes might be the result out of it. Lastly, the creation of the agricultural irrigation. It is mainly used for the sustainable water supply for all the agricultural crops. For your information, the Magon-Bucan River watershed is a watershed that doesn't have any published studies, making it a good site for new discoveries, information, and problem identification. The watershed also is in list of the Senator Graceful National Watershed Act. The reference of the Magon-Bucan River watershed. These are the consent that I had when I gained the interview. These are the view of some of the remote river area of the watershed and flora species that can mostly be seen in the watershed. Additionally, it has also different species like the tilapia, the usa, and the pikoy or the parrot.